So, today is a pretty emotional day for me. Training a certain age that I told myself years ago I was so far from is literally the age I turned today. And it's just crazy because I don't know. Today I told myself I'm just gonna go on my own, just go to the mall, shop on my own, be around no one, and just be with myself. And so I spent the day on my own because I just did not want to be in the emotion. I just wanted to run away basically from my feelings and stuff like that, but that did not work out. I was literally overthinking everything and I started just going kind of deep. Kind of just starting to question, like, whoa, we're capable of living a certain amount of years, and those years are a lot because it's a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of years. And it's just like, I know that there's so much to do, but today I just felt like, what is there to do? I just started to just feel like everything was empty. There's like literally nothing to do, even though I do know there's things to do and I do know stuff, but I just felt so empty. So I was just questioning everything about, like, honestly, it wasn't in a kind of depressing way. It was just really in a sincere way of, like, what's next? Like, okay, my childhood's done. What's next? And it's nothing like, to me, it's nothing sad, I've already been through the sad emotions. Okay, right now it's not about that. It's really just about the seriousness about wanting to know what's next. Because now that I'm literally having to be in this world, I have to now be an adult. Oh, I hate it. It's just kind of like, okay, here I am. Yeah, like, now what's next? What's up? And I really don't know how to explain it, but to me, this year I turned today was so far, and now I'm here, and I just didn't want to. There's people that tell themselves, like, oh my god, I want to grow up, so excited, but I was the kind of kid that was like, oh, I don't want to get older. Like, when I get older, what's up? What's gonna happen? Like, what's next? What's else to do? And here I am, still thinking that way. No matter how much you don't want to be a thing, later on, sooner or later, you're gonna go through it. Time does not wait, it just continues. It's not for you to choose if time stops or not. Time just goes on, so you just have to deal with it, find a plan, go with it. But even if you do have a plan, it's so hard to even just face reality and be like, whoa, this is really how people are. Whoa, this is what I really have to face. I have to face how people were manipulated to maybe live or find a different way. But even thinking of that is just like, so, like, you just feel so empty because you're just in this kind of state of, like, yeah, I know that there's more to do. Yeah, I know there's much more to do. There's people around the world. There's things to go look at, to travel through, stuff like that, to enjoy. But it's kind of like, yeah, I know that, but what's next? What's the point? You kind of know the point, but it's just kind of like, okay, I get it, but what? But you want to go deeper and have this profound knowledge that you can't get answers from. Like, it's honestly, I would say it's kind of this kind of I would say it's this kind of serious conversation you try to have with yourself, that has nothing to do with sadness or depression, but something that you just really want to understand for the benefit of yourself and to not go crazy. Just so that you are able and capable of keeping your mental state strong and understanding instead of just diving deep. Because once you question these things, you're literally in a state where you're aware of literally everything, and that's where everything about this world gets like, damn, there's probably no point. But there is. But there isn't. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to say it, but guys, I know I should probably say how old I am. Sorry, but can't even speak properly. You know, it's really not that deep, but to me it really is that deep, because this is the age I told myself, like, whoa, this is when it starts. There's no more joking around. You joke around, you go down. So I just wanted to express this. I'm also going to post a video later on, maybe next week, by the end of next week, about what I've learned now that I'm 18. Okay. Goodbye.